Hey all, welcome back to Fire and Water Cooking. I am Darren, and today, man, am I super excited. This showed up in my driveway yesterday. Had to unbox it, bring it in, put it on the Fire and Water Cooking patio here. Boy, I'm really excited to go over this grill with you guys. Just can't wait. It's my first Lone Star Grillz grill, and I'm really excited to go over it with you. I'll be right back.
Smoking, grilling, getting hot and hotter, sous vide and chilling from Fire and Water.
All right, guys, like I said, this was my first Lone Star Grillz smoker, and I'm so happy to be getting this thing today. As you can tell, it's a pretty big smoker. The way it's packed up and shipped here in the plywood and 2x4 framed out, it arrived in perfect condition, totally wrapped, no scratches, no dents, nothing. Really perfectly packaged for shipping from Texas. Did take me a little while to get this thing apart. You need some tools. Crowbar would work and help, and of course some hammers, and make sure you don't get yourself cut on the wood or the big nails. But it comes pretty much fully assembled, guys. There's nothing really to do but get it unpacked and get it out on your patio like I did here. All right, I'm really excited to go over this with you. All right, guys, so in case you don't know who Lone Star Grillz is, they're a independent grill manufacturer in Texas. They're outside of Houston area, and that's all they do is make grills, smokers. They've been doing it for several years now, and they make some of the best pits that you could get. They're all custom made for you when you order. It's going to take a few months for you to get it. I ordered this particular grill in October, and it's now the end of January, so it takes that long for them to manufacture this grill for you. You can see I got some custom work done to it. You have different options you can do. This particular grill is the El Fuego Trio, and it's called that because you got 3 different ways you can use the fire. So it's just El Fire 3. So you can actually use the pellet side here. This is a 40-pound pellet hopper. You can use the pellets. You can use this side is for wood or charcoal, and you can also use wood in conjunction with the pellet side. So there's a lot of different options you have with this particular grill. I had been looking at the Lone Star Grillz adjustable charcoal grill, which is a very similar design to this, and didn't pull the trigger on it, but I always was very interested in it because it had the same setup where you had 2 sides you could use for charcoal or wood. Didn't have the pellet side on there, it didn't have the pellet area, but it did have charcoal areas with an adjustable charcoal grate here, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. But I really was wanting to pull a trigger on that one, but I'm glad I waited till they designed and put this out last year, combining all 3 different types of cooks. And I fired this thing up first time yesterday just to do a seasoning, and I was really impressed by how fast it got up to temperature, the amount of smoke that it produced, and just how smooth it ran. This grill is built to last. This is probably going to last way past I'm dead. It's really super thick. The stainless steel on here is really super thick. I didn't get the upgraded stainless steel grates. I got the expanded metal grates, but they are fine for me. Look, if you see, it's got plenty of cooking space here. You could probably fit a good 4 to 6 briskets on here with no problem. At least 8 pork butts. At least 10 racks of ribs if you use rib racks on here, I'm guessing. But everything here it's custom hand built, custom welded. It's not mass produced at all. It's really well-made machine here. That's why it takes them so long to build it, because they build it from scratch and they've got back orders. That, like I said, they get these orders all the time, and they do pellet grills, they do regular smokers, and they really are high quality products that they put out. This particular grill, just like their pellet grills, it uses the Fireboard system, which is made in America. This entire grill, everything in it is made in America, from the steel to the stainless to all the electronics are all made in America. So 100% American made, and the quality is there to show you that this particular grill is not going to fall apart on you. One of my frustrations with any of the pellet grills or other grills that I've had, except for the Kamado Joe, they fall apart. No matter how good they are, how much you pay for them, they don't last long at all. They'll start to fall apart, usually within a year. I live in Florida, and we've got humidity and heat down here all the time. And that's one of the problems I've always had with these grills, is they're not built to last. They're built to last maybe 2 or 3 years at the most, and then you got to get another one. This one here is built to last. I mean, the top quality metal is just thick. I mean, it's a heavy grill too, but everything here is top quality, and it's built to last you a lifetime. They're not making their money on you buying another grill every couple of years. They're actually wanting you to keep this grill and pass it down to generations, which I really like about it. First of all, let's go to the pellet side here. So like I said, it's got a 40-pound pellet hopper, which is double what most regular pellet grills have. They usually have a 20-pound max, if not lower than that. So 40 pounds of pellets you can fit in here. Like I said, it does have a Fireboard controller, which is easy to hook up with your Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Fireboard is a top quality temperature controller system, and when they decided to put their pellet grills together and this particular grill, they wanted to partner with an American-made company, and that's what Fireboard is. And it's really super simple to set up and operate the pellet side of the grill. It hooked up to my Wi-Fi within 3 minutes, not even that. For it, I was able to get it hooked up and working. So it does come with the Fireboard app as well. So you just download the Fireboard app, and it will use the Bluetooth to hook up to your app, and you just run from there. It's really super easy. It did come with 2 food probes, but I found out that it will take ThermoWorks food probes. I had a couple different ThermoWorks thermometer temperature controller things, and had a couple extra of their probes, and I plugged it into the Fireboard, and it works just fine. So have 2 more. It comes with 2, and actually I had 3 of these other probes and from ThermoWorks, and they all work with the Fireboard. So if you have some of those laying around, you don't want to buy the whole package of the extra Fireboard probes, you can use a ThermoWorks probe in it just fine. So one of the things with the pellet side, okay, it has a separate door here for just the pellet side, and even these doors are super thick, which gives it a lot of insulation. They have a gasket here around them that eventually you're going to have to replace. I did run this last night, like I said, to get it kind of set in here. I put some PAM in there, sprayed it around, and let it run for a couple hours at 225, which they suggest. So the pellet side here, here's your firebox right under here. And it does come with a searing plate that you can put right over the firebox to, if you wanted to sear a steak, you can just open this up, have it running, and you can sear a steak on this particular searing plate. I'm going to put this over here. And if you're just wanting to use it as the pellet cooker, it has the slide right here to cover that up so you can have indirect heat. So it will cover up your firebox and just have indirect heat to circulate around. If you want to You can put a split of wood or wood chunks in this particular basket right here that sits right above the fire pit, and you can have pellets with an extra wood boost there. So it's got a ash pan right here that you can clean out, but it also has a pan underneath. So I'm going to show you. Actually, I'm going to close this up. Close this back up, and stainless steel handle here, stainless steel lock, really high quality. So it does have a clean out underneath the firebox. Yeah. For the pellet clean out, there's a big box right here. You just unclip it and you pull it out, and you can just clean it right out. Take it and dump it right out. I'm gonna have to go do that right now. So this is where you don't have to take apart the whole grill to clean it. You just take this out, dump it, put it back in. Really super simple to do. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and dump this, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, so let's continue talking about the pit itself here. So as you'll see, this is your charcoal and wood side, and it has a vent here that you can control that's really tight, so it's not gonna move around on you when you're trying to adjust it, or when you walk away, it's not gonna fall back down. So we're gonna, same stainless steel handle and stainless steel lock here, same thick steel. All right, guys, so I have a charcoal basket in here, and you use this to kind of keep, if you want to load this up and do a long smoke. If you don't have it in here, you're just going to have a small area to put your charcoal. So if you have this in here, you're pretty much going to have to take it off, or take it out by taking the top off, taking off your top rack and pulling it out that way, which I'll go ahead and do just to show you. So like I said, expanded metal, got 2 racks on the bottom here and 1 on the top as your warming rack or extra cooking space. So if you want this cooking charcoal basket, you pretty much just can take this out. And this just really, like I said, holds more charcoal. So if you're doing super long cooks, that you can put that in there and hold more charcoal for those long, low and slow cooks. So this is stainless steel here on your charcoal shelf, and it goes up and down. So you can just put the charcoal in this area here, and if you want to do searing, you just put it all the way, and it goes right underneath the grate. So you can get some really good searing done that way, or you can sear on that searing plate for the pellet grill on that side. So you got a couple different ways you can sear. You can actually get a lot more space over here. If you're going to be searing a bunch of steaks, you can do it that way here. And like I said, you can adjust this to just to kind of adjust the temperature that you want if you're cooking any food on this side. I'm going to go ahead and put my charcoal basket back in here. Put my expanded metal cooking grate back on. And like I said, even these grates are going to last a long time, even the expanded metal ones. You can upgrade to the full stainless steel laser cut ones, but I just didn't think I needed those. I may get those down the road, but for me, the expanded metal is just perfect. So like I said, guys, you can use charcoal, wood, just charcoal, charcoal and wood mixed together. So pretty much super, super adjustable any which way you want to cook. And that's why I really wanted this particular grill. So if I want to use charcoal and just do charcoal and wood one day, I can do that. If I want to sear a bunch of steaks, I can do that. If I want to do a low and slow pellet grill and let the controller just adjust it and do it for me, I can do that. And it's going to last me forever. This grill is literally going to last me forever. It weighs a lot of, it weighs a ton, but still, it's going to last forever. Like I said, lots of room on here, and the stainless steel, I don't have to worry about it rusting. The powder coating on here for the regular steel is top quality, top notch, so I don't think I have to worry about that rusting out either. They also sell some touch-up paint, so if you ever get some spots where the paint comes off from you bumping into it or what have you, you can always touch up the paint as well. So really, guys, this is my first go around looking at this grill and just touching it and dealing with it. So I'm so happy I got this one. So happy I waited to get a Lone Star grill, this particular model. Like I said, I've looked at them and I've seen them for years, and always kind of said, I really wish, but now just so happens that I had the ability to purchase this, and right at the same time that they came out with it, and it pretty much covers every type of cooking scenario that I wanted in one grill. Anything you got, guys? I'm going to be doing some cooks on this, but there's other videos out there that will actually walk through it, and actually Lone Star Grills has a whole walkthrough showing you every detail of this particular grill. I didn't want to do that. I'm just too excited to do that right now. I just got it here yesterday, and like I said, I'm really excited to be cooking on this. I'm so happy I waited to buy my first Lone Star grills for this particular model, and I did pay for this out of my own pocket, so it wasn't given to me. Did get a little bit of a discount on a couple things because I asked Chris. I had Chris on my podcast before, and but most of this, 98% of it, came out of my own pocket, and I'm really happy I did. So that's it, guys. I'm looking forward to showing you this, cooking on this, and pretty much going through everything in detail on this particular smoker with you guys. Thanks for watching. If you got any questions or anything like that, let me know in the comments below. And I know this kind of not a full-blown review or walk-around video, but like I said, I'm really too excited to do one of those right now. I just wanted to get this in the pipe just so that you guys could take a look and see what I'm going to be cooking on here from now on. Thanks for watching. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and I'll see you on the next fire and water cooking video here on YouTube.